Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Next to score, Ravens 7, Cowboys 9.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side making that look easy from his corner position.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Prescott now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They give up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
A gain of 3, second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Gallup getting it on a jet sweep. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll start with the option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, flood, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll decide to keep this once more. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, this will be a 50. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing, stumped the fake, and they take over the ball.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Forced out to his left.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Do the sportsmanship rules still apply as they did when we were kids, or has that changed over time?
Just straight rubbing it in. You fake when you're up by this margin? Yikes.
I wonder if we'll hear an explanation later about, well, you never know about total points in a game, and, you know, over the season, could that be a tiebreaker? And
yeah, the head coach handshake could be a quick blow-by.
No doubt about it. He'll be lucky if it is a quick blow-by.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Jackson going to run.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Jackson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson now. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He's going to go up top again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both.